President Trump, if you see this, please save us. I don't even see our American flag anymore. Biden's talking with some kind of crazy flag. This is America. This is our land. Please, President Trump. Please, please, I hope you have a plan. God, please save us. Save us from the devil, please. Y'all, I'm about to have a panic attack. This is our country. Our country. This is awful. God, please save us, please.
That flows to American refineries on the Gulf Coast, lowering the price of gas in America. So it's a...
Forget that. When are they going to do the statue? Because the United States can't take care of daycare. That has to be up to a state. We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. You got to let a state take care of daycare, and they should pay for it, too. They should pay. They have to raise their taxes, but they should pay for it. And we could lower our taxes a little bit to them to make up, but it's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things, they can do it on a state basis. You can't do it on a federal. We have to take care of one thing, military protection.
Mr. President. In Iran, because the Iranian regime has told Sky News, if you put boots on the ground in Iran, it will be another Vietnam. Are you afraid of that?
No, I'm not afraid of, I'm really not afraid of anything.
This is to the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. As a loyal supporter that stood behind you for the last almost 8 to 10 years, I had very much confidence that you was going to do what you said your second term. You said gas prices would come down, food would come down. You said no more wars. And then what happened? Gas is expensive. We're in war now. So Trump, all I got to say is, look here, I'm a loyal supporter, but I just, at this time right here, you have let me down. I've been called deployable, I've been called a MAGA, I've been called all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to stand up for you until you can prove that you can bring gas prices down and our food prices down. And start doing your job. Gas is $3.59 a gallon. Mr. President, I cannot support you no more until you bring down the prices.
If you still think Donald Trump is a good president, then I'm going to be honest with you. You are either completely uneducated, willfully ignorant, or a racist bigot, or you've got some serious mental issues going on. And this isn't just opinion anymore. This is documented reality. That man has done more damage to the working class than most people even realize. While he waves his flags and talks tough, he's been gutting your rights, your wages, and the protections behind closed doors. He stripped away overtime protections from millions of workers. He gave your bosses the legal right to steal your tips. He sabotaged the labor board that once defended you and handed that power over to billionaires and corporations. His tariffs, they didn't hurt the elite. They taxed you. Food, clothing, appliances, everyday essentials all went up while he pretended to stand up to China. It was a scam, and you're paying for it. He pushed a tax plan that handed trillions to the ultra-rich while slashing Medicaid, food assistance, and Social Security protections that everyday Americans rely on. He fired over 30,000 federal workers, wiped out essential programs, and expanded this Project 2025 plan, a full-on dismantling of civil protections, unions, and the agencies we depend on, just to give more power to the billionaires and corporations. He is not your savior. He's not fighting for the little guy. He's the billionaire con artist who made sure his rich friends got richer while the rest of us foot the bill. And don't even get me started on his connection to Jeffrey Epstein. You think we forget? We haven't. His name is all over those flight logs, and they are still trying to bury it every day. They are trying to bury the truth. So no, this isn't about red or blue. This is about right and wrong. This is about reality. If you are still praising him after all of this, then you are praising a man who is actively burning down the very foundation working Americans built. You're not patriotic. You are brainwashed. And the rest of us, we are done playing nice. We see through the lie. We're wide awake, and we are not going anywhere.
If you could say something to President Trump and he was going to hear you right now, what would it be?
You're a worthless pile of
And you voted for him how many times?
3 times. That was my bad. Apparently, I'm an idiot.
Are you displeased with the war in Iran?
Yes, it's not our war. We should not be sending our soldiers over there to get harmed when it's not about us. It's about them. Like, why are we sticking our noses where we don't belong?
All of my life, 50 years I've been here, I've never been harassed by Border Patrol on this side of the border like this. This is outrageous.
Why are we not allowed to be here? Because we're not white? Our skin doesn't match?
That's George Doylis. He and his wife are from Imperial Valley, and they love to camp. So when they were headed up to a dental specialist in North County on Wednesday, they decided to explore Jacumba and this area around Boulevard. They headed up this road to see if they could find a campsite, and that's when they say their day took a very different turn.
We didn't think anything of it. We're an American citizens. We're on U.S. soil. Why should we be afraid?
George and his wife Esmeralda say an unmarked SUV started following them and pulled them over. They say Border Patrol agents first approached wearing masks.
So the reason why we're stopping you is because you do U-turns and there's a known alien out in the area.
He told the agents where they were going and that they did not consent to any search.
If you have a dentist appointment, it probably wasn't the best decision to be out in the middle of nowhere.
No, we have the right to travel anywhere we want to travel.
You do. You're absolutely right, you do. And I actually have the right and authority to stop you.
The couple sat in their car as the agents brought a canine.
It's called reasonable suspicion.
Do you think that they had reasonable suspicion to stop you and search your vehicle?
Not at all. Not at all.
The dog did smell a small amount of legally purchased cannabis, so they got out for a full search. 30 minutes in, the agent says he could take their vehicle, but...
I'm going to go ahead and let you off with a warning.
George and Esmeralda both voted for the first time in 2020 and again in 2024 for President Donald Trump. As they see his immigration crackdown...
Do you regret your vote?
Yes, I do. Very much so. I feel shame, guilt, and anger at the same time.
This is exactly why there is no compromise with MAGA. Check this out.
What's the hat mean?
I love it.
You love ICE?
Yes, sir.
Why do you love ICE so much?
Because they help protecting America.
Yeah.
And we need them on the streets.
And do you approve of every tactic they're using now?
Yes, I do.
Were you okay with what happened in Chicago where they took families out and children in their underwear and zip tied them?
Yes, I was.
You see, anybody that is okay with zip tying children in their underwear in the freezing cold is not okay in the head, and therefore you can't really get into these people. You cannot help them out of their insanity because their insanity is literally incurable. And that's why I say trying to have an argument with these people, even coming from a conservative myself, I'm an America First conservative, but I am very anti-MAGA because MAGA are insane people. They literally believe that Donald Trump is their God incarnate and he can do no wrong, and that no matter what he authorizes, it is good and just. Even if he were to go out and grape a 13-year-old girl in the middle of the street in front of the White House, they would say he was justified in doing it.
I like he did everything he said he was going to do, and he did it.
What are some of those things that he said and then he did? Maybe just one thing. One thing he said and then he did.
He caught me off guard there. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
This is your cult leader, and you do what he says, like the weak-minded, obedient little bitches you are. Let's flash back 1 year to March of 2025. We were promised by Supreme Leader Trump that Doge was going to find $2 trillion in waste and balance the U.S. budget. We were promised by Dictator Trump $2,000 rebate checks. Remember that? The $2,000 rebate checks? We were promised that we were going to pay no more income taxes because tariffs were going to pay for everything for us. We were promised that gas and electric bills would be cut in half. Do you remember when he promised under $2 gas and that your electric bills would go down within 6 months? We were promised by Supreme Leader Trump no new wars back in March of 2025. We were promised by Dictator Trump that he was going to release the Epstein files in full. So here we are, March 2026. Doge is gone. Nowhere to be found. That scam's gone. But you know what they did? They took our Social Security information and who knows what other information from us. And God knows how they're going to use it. And our deficit at the end of the fiscal year of 2025, which ends in September of 2025, was $1.78 trillion. It is estimated that our deficit is going to be $1.9 trillion. Now, I may not be the smartest guy in the world, but 1.9 is higher than 1.7. How about those tariffs? Did we pay no income tax this year, or did you have to pay taxes? I paid more in taxes this year than last year. Oh, and by the way, the cost of everything, electronics, food, furniture, cars, all went up because of tariffs. And how about gas and electric bills? My electric bill went up a lot, 20, 30%, depending on what month you look at, since he joined office. It didn't go down by 50%. It didn't even go down by 5%. And gas, because we're in a war, remember you said no new wars, because we're in a war with Iran, gas has gone up 70 cents in Pennsylvania in less than a week, and it's not stopping. It's going up faster and quicker than anyone expected. And the Epstein files, they redacted his name and released what they wanted to. There's still millions and millions of files that have not been released because he's either protecting his buddies or he's protecting himself. So America, and especially you MAGAs that voted for Supreme Leader Trump, what about these promises? Are you not angry at this? You were saying he was going to do all this stuff. And as each one of these fell off the board, as each one of these didn't happen, you made an excuse for him because you can't think for yourselves and you're in a cult. This is your cult leader, and you do what he says, like obedient little bitches you are.
President Trump in the last election, he promised to bring down prices. What do you make of that campaign promise?
He did vote. He said he'd have gas under $3, and now it's right at $5. And I mean, honestly, it's something that he stole from somewhere. And now we're at what, $5 a gallon? He's saying about for our safety, leave somebody alone, they won't bother you.
He said that the small increase in prices is for safety. I guess, one, do you feel more safe in this country right now? And two, is it worth the price of gas? Is that safety worth it?
A small increase on prices, it's over $1 more than what it was. It was almost at $2 and something cents. He was bragging the other day on news, 190 or 290 somewhere. It's $5.50 a gallon. We don't run off of hopes and dreams. And as far as being safe, this point in time, anybody can do anything. So as far as safety, he ain't doing nothing for my safety.
Is there anything else you want to say about the price of gas, about the cost of living, about the experience you're going through right now?
I would just wish he'd keep up on his campaign promise and say he was going to put it under $3. He'd end that war so fast. But here it is, 5 years later, helping his buddy out get his more money. And then never mind charging us Americans all sorts of money for fuel that you just stole from Venezuela.
Do you regret your vote right now?
Well, between him and her, I thought he was the better choice. But honestly, I miss my Uncle Joe. Because, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of craziness going on, but it was a whole lot calmer than this. It didn't affect my day-to-day life. I was a nobody, and I was balling then. Now, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even show you $5 in my pocket. This whole thing's got a recession going on. I don't know if anybody else is seeing it, but I definitely see it firsthand.
Okay, I have a confession to make, okay? A confession to make. Consider the fact that I am black. I've been black my whole life, and I plan on being black for the rest of my life. For the next 150 years, I'm planning on being on this planet. I'm gonna be black. Now, here's the secret. I did vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, surprise. I know most people don't know that, but it's kind of out of the ordinary. But yeah, I voted for Donald Trump. But I'm gonna explain to y'all the reason why I regret voting for Trump. Okay, I'm going to spend the next 5 seconds explaining to y'all why I regret voting for Donald Trump. And I'm finally willing to admit it. Here we go.
You voted for Trump?
Yes, I sure did. I feel like I was tricked when you said that you was going to close the border and go after the gangs. And then you probably only arrest 10 criminals and thousands of working class people. It's shameful. It's shameful what our nation has become. And you don't know what's going to happen to the kids. You don't know. That's who I'm really worried about. We're talking about thousands. We're not just talking about 3 kids or 4 kids.
Won, Trump. Go away. You've done it. You have all money. Your name is gonna be on every kind of dollar that we make. You've won. You've done it. Money. It's victory. Trump, I will agree. You could have it on there for the rest of your life. Just leave. Go home. You've won. Money is yours. You claimed it. Your name, you have your own currency. American currency is now yours.
Trump bucks.
You've won. Go away.
It's what you always wanted.
Get the hell. You did it.
Your name on money.
You've accomplished it. You've done it all.
Trump.
Go. Bye. You did it. There's nothing else. How can you talk fat? You are money. Money is you. Done. Just leave the damn White House. Get out. You won.
He ain't gonna go.
I know it.